I had to read the thing about The View because I just thought it was funny.
What's
That's
the
the
View?
only reason why I read that about me.
Dragon lover.
Joy Behar was trying to say that I believe in dragons.
Wait, what is this? I just
She
heard
said,
about
I checked it. I checked it. And the lady goes, did you double check this? She goes, I checked it. He believes in dragons.
Should be like
you think they lived
Sasquatch,
alongside
bitch.
of people. Like,
Wait,
it was from a wildlife biologist who came on my podcast.
Joe Rogan didn't mince words when he criticized The View, calling its presenters some of the least smart individuals on TV. He singled Sunny Hostin out, calling her recent remarks utterly absurd and nonsensical. However, this dispute is more than just another contentious discussion. Melania Trump has now filed a major lawsuit against The View, and the stakes are quite high.
You need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
The First Lady has filed a defamation lawsuit seeking an astounding $100 million in damages. She accuses the show's hosts of spreading false information about her personal life, thereby harming her reputation. This lawsuit has swiftly become a major flashpoint, igniting heated debates about defamation, media accountability, and the role of political bias in molding public discourse. The basis of the lawsuit.
Yeah, I really don't care to you. And then she said, who gives a blank about Christmas stuff and decoration? So these two are like similar people.
She turned the rose garden. She turned the rose garden into a cemetery. Did you see that?
She did.
Yes.
So I think we're hearing from her for two reasons. Yes, she has a book, but also Donald Trump has an issue with women.
During a recent episode of The View, the hosts made some surprising claims regarding Melania Trump. They didn't only criticize her time in the White House, they went even further. Sunny said that Melania hates Christmas and had no desire to decorate the White House for the holidays.
All right. Well, go right ahead, Missy.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the First Lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the First Lady. She's destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly. That's why I say allegedly.
told Sunny,
Allegedly.
Another stated she refuses to sleep in the same room with Donald Trump, hinting that their marriage is in serious difficulty.
Yesterday was Barbara Walters' birthday, I believe.
Yes.
And when I was watching this, I thought if Barbara were here today, she would have said to her, Melania, your husband had sex with a porn star while you were home with a baby.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
That's what Barbara would have done. This woman, nothing. This was the most softball thing, the most softball hostage video I've ever seen.
But it did not end there. They also discussed Trump's alleged affair with Stormy Daniels, notably the timing, while Melania was pregnant. The talk immediately devolved into a discussion of Melania's alleged unhappiness, portraying her as someone imprisoned in a role she never desired. These weren't just casual statements. They were blatant attacks on Melania's personal life, delivered as facts to a national audience.
We haven't seen her, and her description of Donald Trump doesn't track with the reality of what we've seen. And I can't relate to the marriage or if they're even in the same place at the same time. So I don't think that's the way.
The delusion of saying that he has kindness in his heart. He's so mean.
Joy, she called him positive.
He's the meanest president we've ever had. And I was around when Nixon was here.
He does like to DJ, that was true.
He is
He
mean.
loves show too.
He's mean to the Haitians. He's
doesn't
mean to
track.
women. He's mean to immigrants.
Everybody.
He's mean to everybody.
But he's not mean to Melania.
Oh, but I don't.
I don't know if he sees her or not.
I did good interview. Please don't bury me on golf course.
For Melania, this was more than simply talk. It was harmful. She was taken aback by the allegations, calling them inaccurate and extremely damaging to her reputation. In response, she filed a slander case against The View. She's not only seeking a public apology, she wants $100 million in damages, stating unequivocally that she will not let the media harm her reputation with unsubstantiated allegations. actions. This lawsuit is about more than Melania's self-defense. She believes that this is about accountability, about putting a line in the sand for media outlets who believe they can say whatever they want without consequences. In her opinion, this lawsuit is about more than just correcting the record. It is about changing the way the media portrays public leaders. Joe Rogan's reaction.
But it was the episode of you when you were on The View. And I think it was 2015 or 2006, like when you were running for president.
Right.
And you got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you. They were all talking about how you're, you might be conservative in your financial positions, but you're very liberal socially. They were talking about you in such a favorable light. The audience was cheering. And then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Yeah.
But there's probably no one in history that I've ever seen that's been attacked the way you've been attacked, and the way they've done it, so coordinated.
Joe Rogan quickly exposed The View's hypocrisy. He reminded his audience that not long ago, these same hosts held very different views of Donald and Melania Trump. He even presented a video from previous programs in which the host greeted Trump enthusiastically, referring to him as a friend and showering him with love. Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Barbara Walters were all spotted hugging him, smiling, and laughing. But when Trump ran for president, the tone shifted dramatically.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to. Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
Rogan didn't mince words when describing The View. He mocked the show's hosts, calling them unintelligent and more interested in drama than meaningful discussions. He criticized their habit of making wild claims without evidence, turning every conversation into an attack on people they dislike. In one of his harshest jabs, he referred to the show as a rabies-infected henhouse, highlighting what he sees as a chaotic and sensationalist environment. However, Rogan's criticism was not limited to The View. It extended to the entire media landscape. He contended that this abrupt shift in narrative was motivated by politics rather than a genuine change in Trump or Melania. According to Rogan, mainstream media institutions, including The View, modify their stories to serve their political interests. He accused them of focusing on pulling down Trump and his family rather than enlightening their viewers.
I mean, even today, like Kamala was talking about you and Hitler. They're going to take what you said about Robert E. Lee. Oh, Donald Trump wishes the South won.
That's right. He loves Robert E. Lee.
They love to take things out of context and distort things. But
well, they don't even have to take them out. They make them up entirely. Okay,
they do that too.
But you know, it's interesting when you mentioned I was very popular, and all those people loved me. I mean, some of these women, they're so stupid, and Joy, she would every time she'd see me, I'd be in the theater or something, and she says, "You have to be on the show again. Come on, let's go.
She loved you.
To love me.
That episode where
the way, Whoopi,
people should watch that episode just to see what we're talking about. Like I said, we don't want to get a copyright strike, so we're not going to put it up. But if you watch the episode, it's bananas. It's like an alternative universe, and it's only
but Whoopi
9 years ago.
Whoopi loved me.
You. Gives you a hug and a kiss.
And how about that other one, the new one on there, the one from my administration? She writes me a letter, "You're the greatest president." She leaves.
To Rogan, this is more than simply bias, it's manipulation. He highlighted how media leaders might change their views depending on convenience rather than philosophy. Someone can be a beloved guest one day and become a villain the next. Melania's lawsuit now calls into question whether these narratives can be promoted without consequences. This lawsuit involves far more than just a former first lady suing a talk show. If Melania wins, she may set a significant legal precedent. statement, changing what the media can and cannot say about public individuals. Public figures now have few tools for responding to incorrect comments. This action, however, has the potential to alter the line between free expression and defamation. The outcome of this lawsuit may send shockwaves through the media sector. If Melania is successful, talk shows and news sources may have to be considerably more cautious when making speculative claims. Shows like The View, which thrive on controversy, might face severe consequences for propagating misinformation, even if it is disguised as opinion. Some argue that this could chill the media, making hosts and pundits less likely to talk freely. Others regard it as an essential step to keep reckless speculation from being misinterpreted as fact. If media outlets are held more accountable for their words, it may alter how celebrities, politicians, and public figures are discussed in the future. Melania's case is not based on a single comment or show. It is about establishing a precedent, and with $100 million on the line, it's evident she's determined to make sure this event isn't forgotten anytime soon. Public reactions. The case has caused a tremendous controversy, with many people rallying behind Melania Trump. Supporters believe that she has every right to defend her reputation, especially when bogus charges are made on national television. They regard this as a critical step towards holding media people accountable, particularly those who launch personal attacks in the pretense of commentary. According to them, The View crossed the line by speculating about her marriage, her sentiments about Christmas, and even bringing up Trump's suspected affair when she was pregnant. For many conservatives and Trump supporters, this issue is about more than Melania. It's about standing up to what they regard as a biased media machine. They feel shows like The View are given too much license to defame public personalities they disagree with, and their lawsuit serves as a signal that influential people will not remain silent indefinitely. Some have even drawn parallels to previous defamation cases in which celebrities successfully sued media outlets for false statements. But not everyone sees Melania as the victim in this situation. Some critics argue that this lawsuit is nothing more than a publicity stunt designed to shift attention away from Donald Trump's ongoing legal battles. They point out that Melania has mostly stayed out of the public eye, and suddenly filing a $100 million lawsuit seems like a strategic move rather than a genuine attempt to clear her name. Others believe she's just using the legal system to silence criticism, which could set a dangerous precedent. There's also the issue of free speech. Many contend that while The View's comments were harsh, they were still opinions and not blatant lies. If Melania wins, it may alter the way talk programs and analysts debate public figures, making them unwilling to express strong thoughts for fear of being sued. Some are concerned that this may freeze media coverage, limiting open debate and making it more difficult to criticize prominent figures. This case is about more than simply The View or Melania Trump. It is about the larger issue of media responsibility. It raises a crucial question: should television hosts be held accountable for distributing false information, or does this lawsuit go too far? The outcome may change how defamation cases involving public personalities are handled, particularly in the area of political criticism. Many legal experts disagree on how this case will play out. Some believe Melania has a good case, particularly if she can demonstrate that the statements were made deliberately and with malicious purpose. Others contend that the lawsuit faces an uphill struggle because public persons have a far higher standard to meet when it comes to defamation. In any case, the decision might set a precedent that will have long-term consequences for celebrities and media people alike. As the case progresses, the public remains divided. Some see this as Melania finally fighting back against a biased media, while others fear it jeopardizes free expression. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: this lawsuit has sparked a debate about the power of the media, the boundaries of free speech, and how far public personalities will go to defend their reputations. What do you make out of this? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more insights.